Moruya, we have race 2 from Bulleye coming up at 1 o'clock. About to move in race 1 at Moruya. Toads Bulleye, popular results here. 110, 110, 120, no third. 150 Quinella, $2 the exacta. Trifecta 330. Good afternoon, Chris. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you, Hilton. How are you doing?
Pretty good, thanks, mate. Looking forward to today, having run through those tips. It's a good program.
Very good program. This track looks in terrific order too. Absolute magnificent. They've done a great job with it. And the runners are being called up for the first. Where Bell King is showing $1.70 and $1.40. He's better than that in the ring. A little bit easy in the ring. Green Mara's at $3.70. And then Quongwak is at $7.80. So the favourite, short price Bell King for the first. I've tipped her. She's got the form on the board. I guess the worry with her is the 1,200 metres with the 58.5. She's a bit of a speedster. And she's nicely suited at 1,000, just the query on the 12. But she's got superior form to the opposition. And she's the short price favourite, Bell King. Rolly Saxton in the saddle, one of the form jockeys in the area. Rolly rode a winning double at Queanbeyan on Saturday. He's been on quite a good run this season. Last season he was plagued with injuries, and this year he's put the injuries behind him and he's going along at a good rate. Now Housey and Treasured Moments are locked away. Little Sweetheart, Circuit Storm back from the line with Green Mara. Quongwak wasn't all that far away at Rose Hill. Quongwak at back in November in 2 runs at Rose Hill. Resumed with an ordinary run at Nowra when it finished last, beaten 8.3 lengths. Could be an improver here today. It's in the market at $5.70. Of course, it's the running of the Moruya Cup, the feature event, and that will be race 8 on the card, the Tui's 1998 Moruya Cup. Good field too for the Cup. Not a big field. I think there's only the 8 runners, but an even lot of horses, probably be 3 to 1 the field. Now, Little Sweetheart has joined the line. Quongwak has brought up. Hi Gosh in the saddle. Bobby Elisa riding here today. Neil Payne. Number of visiting jockeys. Now, Green Mara from the Frank Cleary stables, the next to be led forward. Circuit Storm and Bell King will be the last couple. The first event, the New South Wales Blood Horse Breeders Association Fillies and Mares Class 3 Handicap 1200. Quongwak refusing to go in. And in the meantime, Bell King comes along. This filly has had 2 starts on this track, Bell King, for a win and a second. So he had the 1 try at 1,200 metres. She finished unplaced. And I guess Sir Rolly Saxton will be looking for a cosy run the first 600. Quongwak's really dug the toes in. It's the one we wait on. The attendants put the weight behind Quongwak to try and force it in. They've just about got it. Now, they've got Quongwak placed away. So we're set for a start in the first. It's over 1,200 metres. Bell King showing 190. New South Wales TAB will run as the favourite. It's in the prominent yellow colours of the Rada Bulgin stables. The line looks pretty good. And attended in with Quongwak. Everything's right there, and the starter takes a button. Housey, the inside runner. They're racing. Circuit Storm was just a shade slow to go, and Housey from the inside won the jump. Quongwak's driving up, and Bell King, and there's Green Mara whipping up looking for the lead, and it's a bit of a charge early. Green Mara on the outside finally takes over from Housey, and Bell King's trying to just drop in behind them with Treasured Moments driving up on its outside. Quongwak now got back to third last from Little Sweetheart, who dropped back towards the tail, and Circuit Storm on its outside. 700 to run, 3 in line in front. Green Mara kicks up on the inside. He leads the way a half length, the favourite Bell King. Treasured Moments is out 3 wide on their outside. A gap away, Housey being ridden along. Quongwak starts to work into it. Circuit Storm and Little Sweetheart to the top of the straight. They've got 450 to go, and it's Green Mara holding the fence with Bell King, the favourite. It's outside, just being niggled at to stay on level terms. Treasured Moments dropped off about a half length as they turn. They're 3 clear on Housey. Circuit Storm and Quongwak from Little Sweetheart into the straight at the 300, and Green Mara found plenty. Bell King's got a bit of a job to get on level terms at the 200 with Green Mara, and now Little Sweetheart and Quongwak are joining in quickly. In fact, Quongwak went straight past them at the 100. Quongwak put 3 or 4 on them in a hurry, and it's coming right away. Quongwak comes away to score very comfortably by about 5 lengths, Little Sweetheart. Circuit Storm was third. Bell King, she failed to run the 1,200. Then Treasured Moments, Housey and Green Mara, one of the early leaders, knocked up the run at the tail. Those early leaders stopped. They attacked each other in front, and they stopped, and Quongwak got right over the top of them, showing $5 on the New South Wales TAB and $2.40. Jet put a gap in them in a hurry. It got to them at the 200 metre mark and then just careered away to win probably close to 5 lengths. Quongwak, ridden by Gosh, trained by Bob Elliott from Kembla Grange, a grey mare 6, Gay Habit, out of Corabamilla, owned by DM and Mrs. M.A. Yates. Number 3, Quongwak, too good. Our second will go to, was it Little Sweetheart? I think I called into second. And it was showing 5:30 New South Wales TAB. There'll be no third dividend for the third horse, number 4, Circuit Storm. So Quongwak, far too strong in the first. The favourite disappointing, Bell King, Rolly Saxton. She failed to run the 1,200 metres. At Quongwak certainly did and came away for a very impressive win. No time or margins to hand as yet. Numbers will be in the frame in a moment. I'll send them down the line. Be back with the call of the second event, a maiden over 1,010 at 125.
Thanks, Chris. Some very disappointing efforts in the first from 1 and 2. Our next race is coming up from Bulli. It's race number 2, due in 6 minutes. Storm no third. 27.30 Quinella. Exacta 31.40. Trifecta 639.80. The other Neil Payne ride is race 4, number 1.
Massive stables. Now All Our Heart comes along the top weight. The favourite at 290, rather at 270, Resistible, drifting on the New South Wales TAB out to 270. All Our Heart's been well supported into 290. Ran a good race here first up, All Our Heart. Our Lil Barney comes along. Quark coming up. That'll leave 3 of them. They are Resistible, Kate's Memory and Astro Starlet back from the line. Now the Quark comes along. Spanish Verse and Le Saint have settled on the inside. So good money for All Our Heart. Or now Resistible receiving some backing is back into 250. All Our Heart out to $3. Resistible's drawn on the outside. Have to do a bit of work from the 1,000-metre start. The favourite from the outside gate, although there's only 9 to run. Now Kate's Memory comes along, so Astro Starlet and the favourite Resistible will be the last couple. The race over 1,010 metres, sponsored by Festival Moruya. And now one of the riders has dismounted. And it's Kate's Memory's rider, Neil Payne, who replaced Jeff Penza here. He's out of the saddle of Kate's Memory. And she just giving a bit of trouble at the moment. Spanish First, Lil Barney have settled with Countess Noir. A little bit of a breeze blowing here now, but it's made it nice and cool. It was humid early for the running of the Moruya Cup. It will be race 8 on this program of 9 races. Track in terrific order. And Resistible, the favourite, with Astro Starlet are back from the line where they work on Kate's Memory. $2 Resistible's into now on the New South Wales TAB. All Our Heart out to 370. They're the main 2 that punters want to get on. At Kate's Memory, the one giving a lot of trouble. All Our Heart stands quietly in the stalls with Spanish Verse, Lil Barney, Countess Noir. She wants to swing sideways. Kate's Memory, she's only having her second start. First run was 12 months ago. She finished at the tail here in a maiden over this distance. She's digging the toes in. She's, I reckon, out in a sweat. Kate's Memory. Resistible, the favourite, very relaxed back from the gates. Mark Newham in the saddle. Astro Starlet's another one resuming. He's back from the stalls also with Tim Phillips aboard. So they're working overtime on Kate's Memory. In fact, they've got her now. The gate's locked behind. Neil Payne is about to climb up onto the back of the stalls. So Astro Starlet and Resistible about to be brought along for the Moruya Festival maiden. It's over 1,010. Astro Starlet goes in, so the favourite Resistible will be the last one to join them. The one start, the favourite, ran 4th in a maiden at Kembla Grange 9 days ago. Now Resistible's in. Starter coming to the front of the stalls. Line looks pretty good. 1,010 metres the distance of the second here on Moruya Cup Day. Spanish Verse settles on the inside with Le Saint. And the starter takes a button. Ready to run. Line looks good. Starter holding their tented in about midfield. Might be Lil Barney giving a bit of trouble. So they've been in there for a while. Now they're racing. Kate's Memory stood there. Lil Barney missed it. Resistible, the favourite, came out like a rocket. Resistible. It's going to lead on its ear by about 3 lengths. All Our Heart is chasing the favourite, and the pace is right on early. Gap away, Astro Starlet, Countess Noir on the inside. A big gap away came Le Saint. Racing on the outside there of Spanish Verse, Lil Barney, Kate's Memory, and the Quark was last. Resistible. Under a good hold comes to the 600. 3 lengths on All Our Heart being niggled at. Countess Noir's being ridden hard to keep up with the fast early pace. Then Astro Starlet, a gap away, Le Saint, Lil Barney, Spanish Verse, Kate's Memory, and forget about the Quark. Resistible, the favourite, swung for home about 4 lengths clear. Coming to the 350, Resistible clear. All Our Heart is giving chase. Astro Starlet, then Countess Noir. Mark Newman took a look back on Resistible, the favourite, and he is 6 in front at the 200, and Resistible is coasting. He took another look back, and he's 8 in front. Astro Starlet's under the stick, Countess Noir, but get in the queue. Resistible is going to canter around a score. Resistible will come away and score by probably 8 lengths, Astro Starlet. Le Saint third, Countess Noir, Lil Barney, All Our Heart, knocked up after chasing. The Quark well back, Kate's Memory and Spanish Verse at the tail. Ain't come much easier than that. Resistible has absolutely annihilated them here in the second. Came out of the gates like a bullet. Should pay 170 the win, 120 the place. Resistible, and Mark Newman, he took 2 peeps back in the straight to see if anything was coming. He was 8 lengths clear, and he said, no need for the swader. I'll just sit here and pick up the $90 in the commission for winning. Now, second we got was Astro Starlet, and running into third, I think, was Le Saint, may have got third. Let's just check as they went over the line. Resistible, the winner, and should pay 170 and $1.20. Now, second, Astro Starlet, number 10, Tim Phillips, and it'll be Le Saint, I'd say, third. Le Saint, number 2, ridden by John's Course. The winner, Resistible, is ridden by Mark Newham, trained by Keith Watt at Nowra, Brown Filly 3, River Rough out of Ladapa, by A.S. Wilton and Mrs. E.M. Watt. Number 3, Resistible. Second, at 10, Astro Starlet, should pay $2. Ridden by Tim Phillips. Third, number 2, Le Saint, John's Course. I'll send further details down the line, Hilton. Back for the call of the third event at 2 o'clock.
Righto, Chris, you kid, they don't come much easier than that, do they? That's like taking wheat off blind chooks. Third at Bulli, we've got Sometime Lady at 5.70. Classic Vance at 14. He's got it into $5. Gorrick's Lane at 9.10. Special Occasion 280. Tights on Fire 4.10. Breeze Victory 16 and Nonda Pride 7.70. They're going away for a start now at Moruya, race 4 Bulli in about 10 minutes. Now the totes at Warrnambool, if you missed them, trifecta 5.55.90 as we join Chris O'Brien at Moruya.
Special Occasion, the favourite here at 270 and 140. Tights on Fire at $4. He's got it around $4.90. Still got a few to move in. Nonda Pride has been spec'd at around $7.70. The New South Wales TAB. At Special Occasion, she should be well suited by this track on the 14.25. There'll be plenty of pace on too, which will help her. He's got it, likes to bowl along, and Gorrick's Lane won a 1,200 metre race here the other day, leading all the way. So there'll be a bit of pace on early. Now, he's got it locked away. So Gorrick's Lane from the Steve Stevens stable will be the last. The grey, Larry Mortell in the saddle. They've got a terrific run down the back from the 14.25 metre start. Run of almost 400 metres. So it doesn't really matter where you draw in a 14.25 metre start at Moruya. Now the starter comes round to send them on their way. And the Luana Motel, one through the front. He's got it, has gone through the front. He's quickly reined in. There'll be a delay of probably around 90 seconds, Studios, if you'd like to use it. He's got it, has gone about 200 metres down the track, but has been reined in by Greg Farrer, who's done a good job because he can go fairly keenly. He's got it. And he was pretty keen to get on with the job, and he forced the front gate open. And Greg Farrer has just eased him down. He's probably gone 300 metres now, and he's got him back and about to turn him around. At the moment, Special Occasion at 2.30. He's got it at $5. Tights on Fire at $5. They're the New South Wales TAB. It's Moruya Cup Day, and the big one is race 8 on the card today, the Tooheys 1998 Moruya Cup. Kalahari Sands, the early favourite for the Cup. And I expect there'll be money for Didakoi, Flash Me Dazzler, and Old Bomb. And Kerrisdale's another one in the betting for the Moruya Cup. So probably 3 to 1 the field will be a great race. And that event due to go at 4.55. He's got it on his way back to the stalls. He's an impressive-looking fellow. He's a big, strong horse. He led at Bega his latest run and was run down right on the line by My Cavalier in an open handicap. He drops back to a Class 5 here, but he does have to carry 57.5, but nonetheless, he's got plenty of supporters. I was talking to Mark before the race, Mark McDonald. He said he carried 57 to win a 1400 at Nowra. So it puts him in good stead for a race like this. Mark McDonald, incidentally, talking of Mark, he trained his first city winner during the week with C. Jenny. So congratulations to Mark McDonald, a promising young trainer. He's based here at Moruya, and he puts the polish on He's Got It, who is now back behind the stalls and about to go forward once more. Yeah, nice little filly, that one, Mark's got, C. Jenny. Now, He's Got It locked away, so the starter is about to move back into position to send them on their way. In the Luana Motel Moruya Class 5 handicap, 14.25. Nonda Pride has settled with Tights on Fire. Spike Boots. Now the starter to the front of the stalls for the third event here at Moruya. It's a big card of 9 races. Line looks good, and they're racing. Good level line too. He's Got It immediately driving through looking for the lead, and Gorrick's Lane is going forward. Spike Boots is pushed up on the inside to go into third from Tights on Fire and Breeze Victory. It's outside. The favourite Special Occasion back to third last as they race past the 1200. Rich Phoenix and Nonda Pride's at the tail. He grabbed hold of He's Got It in front. Greg Farry tries to steady him. He leads the way just on 3/4 of a length. Gorrick's Lane with Spike Boots pushing up on the inside. 2 to Breeze Victory. Tights on Fire the inside. 2 away to Special Occasion. Nonda Pride the outside and Rich Phoenix the tail. And he's 8 to 9 lengths from the leader. He's Got It still held together at the 800 metre mark. He increased the tempo. He leads 1 1/4 now. Gorrick's Lane. 1 to Spike Boots starting to drop off. 2 away Breeze Victory. Tights on Fire. The favourite Special Occasion starting to make ground now, but still about 5 from them. 2 away to Nonda Pride and 3 Rich Phoenix the tail. They're inside the 450 metre mark and about to swing. He's Got It to half Gorrick's Lane. 2 to Spike Boots. Special Occasion is making up ground steadily from Breeze Victory and Nonda Pride into the straight, and He's Got It more than a length on Gorrick's Lane from Spike Boots. Special Occasion still giving the leaders 3.5, but starting to wind up from Tights on Fire. He's Got It came to the 200. He's under the stick. He's a half Gorrick's Lane. Special Occasion is going to get home late. He's Got It is grabbed by Gorrick's Lane at the 100. Gorrick's Lane pinches a length and He's Got It. Special Occasion runs on okay, but Gorrick's Lane too good. Gorrick's Lane goes on to score from Special Occasion. He's Got It third, then Spike Boots, Tights on Fire, Breeze Victory, Nonda Pride, and a long last was Rich Phoenix. Gorrick's Lane, the grey, has got the money, showing at $8.80 and $2.40. Had the sit on the leader, He's Got It, and they didn't go overly hard down the back, so it gave the leaders a nice run, and Gorrick's Lane was able to grab He's Got It at about the 200 metre mark. Special Occasion, the favourite, just not enough pace on up front for Special Occasion to pick them up the closing stages, and was probably beaten about a length into second place. Gorrick's Lane, 220, 120, New South Wales TAB, tight for second. I think Special Occasion, the outside, has just got there, 120 for the place, and He's Got It, showing 170 for the place. Yes, Special Occasion will get second on the outside. Gorrick's Lane, ridden by Larry Mortel, trained by Steve Stevens and Moruya, is a grey gelding 4. Follow My Heart out of Jindabind, owned by IF and Mrs. L.M. Stevens. Consistent horse. He's won 5 in 15 starts. And it's a good effort at quite a good price for him today, 880 in New South Wales, 770 Super Tab. But I guess the query with Gorrick's Lane was, would he run the 14.25? May have had punters a little bit shy of him, but he had a nice run in transit, and he certainly ran a very strong 14.25. So the numbers should read as 2, 3 and 1 after the third. The Luana Motel. I'll send further details down the line, back with the call of the fourth Hilton at 2:35.
Righto, Chris, updating Bulleye race 4. Ped. $120, He's Got It, 170. Quinella 920, exacted 25.60, and the Chris O'Brien box trifecta $92.90. To Rod, giveaway driving. Righto. Going to the barrier at Moruya race 4, Toledo Twig 710, Lord Rubiton $3, Legal Switch $5.30, Passionate Cry $6.70, Bega Bill $36, Cityscape $11, La Golden Girl $6.30, Seeking Pleasure $29, and Star of Everly at $17. The tips at Moruya, race number 4, 2, 4, 3. Toledo Twig number 1 will be ridden by Neil Payne. All right, let's have a look now at the 19.
The grey, Passionate Cry. Stablemate won the first. Kongwak, a very impressive winner, in fact, of the first. Now they have this one, Passionate Cry, locked away. So the starter moves to the front of the stall, sponsored by Moruya Commercial Printery. It's a Class 2 over the 920, so I'll go lickety-split. It'll be a charge early. Lord Rubiton's drawn on the inside, the favourite. Likely to drift back a little bit with the pace on. They're racing. Beautiful level line. Toledo Twig and Legal Switch and Cityscape are all up there charging along, and Legal and Girl and Star of Everly are also keen to lead, and he pushes Lord Rubiton up on the inside, so he's only a length and a half from the leader. And it's been a mad charge. In fact, 4 in line. Star of Everly's on the inside. Legal Switch is trapped a little wide. Now Seeking Pleasure was pushing up, and the pace is right on. Lord Rubiton takes the sit behind them. Lee Golden Girl, Toledo Twig, Bega Bell, Cityscape. They're about to swing. Star of Everly and Seeking Pleasure lead. They dropped off Legal Switch. Passionate Cry's been 4 wide. Now here's Lord Rubiton easing away from the fence to make his run. Inside the 300, Seeking Pleasure has got to the lead from Star Everly. The Golden Girl working up on the inside, and now Lord Rubiton putting in the big ones, and Passionate Cry is getting home late. Lord Rubiton getting to Seeking Pleasure, and out wide Bega Bell. Bega Bell's doing the better, the roughie, and Bega Bell got to them out wide and is going to fall in. Bega Bell has got home from either Passionate Cry, Lord Rubiton in a tight go for the minors, and Seeking Pleasure's close up. Right there with them, Le Golden Girl, then Legal Switch, Toledo Twig, Cityscape, Star of Everly. A Bega Bell, and has actually got up on the outside to score at any price. What price, Bega Bell? $84.10 and $13.50. Bega Bell, $84.10, $13.50. Ridden by W. Brown, trained by James Brunton at Bega. And this chestnut mare, 5, has come from the tail. And she just swept upon them the final stages at $84.10, $13.50. Just having a look at the replay. She grabbed them the last little bit. Now the minors are interesting. I think Passionate Cry will get second in the centre. Yeah, Passionate Cry will run second. Now third's very tight, Lord Rubiton or Seeking Pleasure on the fence. Very tight third, possibly Lord Rubiton, but there's really nothing in that. Bega Bell, $84.10 and $13.50 the place in New South Wales TAB. Second up from a spell. A chestnut mare 5, Groucho, Gypsy Amore, trained by JT Brunton at Bega. And I'm not sure if that would be James Brunton's first winner. I think it is. Tommy Brunton down at Bega hasn't had his licence all that long. And Bega Bell having her second start for him, and she's got the money here today. She knocked up at Bega first up after leading. Today, she sat off the pace and got home over the top of them. So 4, Passionate Cry will get second. Oh, gosh, showing 180 the place, and third, very tight, Lord Rubiton in the centre, and Seeking Pleasures on the fence, and there's nothing between that pair for third money. So the judge calling on the photo to try and split that pair. Passionate Cry, oh gosh, will get second. Lord Rubiton, Greg Farrer in a photo with Seeking Pleasure, Mark Newham. So I'll send those numbers down the line, Hilton, and there is a boil over with Bega Bell at $84.10 getting the money.
Well, I couldn't see much in its form to recommend, Chris. In fact, I couldn't see anything. Ran 8th at Bega first up, beaten 10.1 lengths in a Class 3 over 1,200 metres at 25-1. Had one over the distance, had won 2 of 15. I don't know when. Wasn't in the last year, or last 13 months at least. So a 5-year-old mare has taken most of you out. Right, Bega Bell. 50, don't know how. 4, Passionate Cry, 180. 2, Lord Rubiton, 110. Quinella, 166.60. Exacta, Somebody Bet Too Big, 99.20. Trifecta, 1,807.80. Coming up, Bulleye.
Base. 4th in 11 and 5th in was number 2. That's race 4 from Kilmore.
Well, that horse, the first horse to fall there, was a bit unlucky because I think the horse 3 wide, which hung in on that turn, may have hung in front of that first horse to fall, and as a result, that horse struck the wheel and went down. So a bit unlucky there, but luckily, on the other hand, not too many horses involved in that in that fall there. At Moruya, Garron's 3.30, Captain Planet 5.10, Marinella's Gift 3.70, Spy Novel 12, Milton Magic 22, Zoom Crash Opera at 3.50. Toads at Warrnambool, Zephyr.
Captain Planet's deadies. There's one who had a gear adjustment, Zoom Crash Opera. Now Greg Farrer's back in the saddle. They're about to bring up Zoom Crash Opera. That'll leave Marinella's Gift, who's back from the stalls. Now, I haven't mentioned her as yet, but this 5-year-old mare, Marinella's Gift, has had 6 starts on this track for 5 wins. And she'll be the last to join them. She just loves her home track here. She's up a bit in weight, and 1,000 metres is against her, but she always races well here at Moruya. 5 wins from 6 starts. Can't do much better than that. Now, here's the starter for the Prime Television 1998 Moruya Town Plate. Over 1,025. Line looks good. They're racing. Came away in a beautiful line. Captain Planet from the inside is going to push up early, and Spy Novel goes forward. Zoom Crash Opera from Garron back along the fence. Milton Magic and Marinella's Gift 3 wide back at the tail inside the 800, and Captain Planet takes them along. He leads 2 Spy Novel. Zoom Crash Opera third. Marinella's Gift the outside. Garron parked away on the inside. He's in a pocket on the fence now and trying to improve. And Milton Magic the tail 5 from the leader. 500 to run. Captain Planet is the leader. He's 1.5 Spy Novel. Zoom Crash Opera third. Marinella's Gift. Then came Milton Magic, and Garron's got a bit of work to do. There goes Captain Planet off the track. He's run 10 deep again. Captain Planet to the outside. And soon after, Spy Novel got to the lead. Beautiful run on the inside for Garron. Zoom Crash Opera joins in, and here comes Marinella's Gift. Zoom Crash Opera got to a narrow lead. Marinella's Gift is after Zoom Crash Opera. Marinella's Gift and Zoom Crash Opera. Marinella's Gift doing a little bit the better. Zoom Crash Opera fights back, but Marinella's Gift too good. Marinella's Gift beat Zoom Crash Opera. Milton Magic third, then Garron. Captain Planet, well, he destroyed his chances when he ran off, and Spy Novels at the tail. Make that 6 from 7 from Marinella's Gift on this track. How do you beat her here at Moruya? 1,000's a bit short of her best, but she can still score. Number 3, Marinella's Gift, Rolly Saxton. 7 starts on the Moruya track, 6 wins. She was showing 4:10, 180 as they jumped. Marinella's Gift, too good for Zoom Crash Opera. He had the run of the race. He grabbed the lead, but he couldn't hold out the mare. Zoom Crash Opera showing 180 the place. There'll be no third dividend. Third was pretty tight. I think maybe Milton Magic has run third just in front of Garron, not much in it. But Marinella's Gift, trained by Rado Bolgen here at Moruya, ridden by Rolly Saxton. A chest-up mare 5 by Demas. Adam Nuava, owned by Miss M. Bolgen, and just loves this Moruya track. Horses for courses. Too good for Zoom Crash Opera, Greg Farrer, and third will probably go to Milton Magic on the outside narrowly, but there'll be no third dividend there for Milton Magic. So Marinella's Gift, she just loves this track, as she proves once again, and too good for them here in the Prime Television 1998 Moruya Town Plate. I'll send further details down the line, back with the call of the 6th event at 3:45.
A marvellous effort there, and you were very right about Garron. Just failed to have any zip over the final stages. Updating Bulli. Bulli is our next race. You've got about 6 minutes to have a bet, so we'll come back with more after these.